G'day everyone, it is Fred Justance here, and I present you with my first ever tech related video. And today I'll be showing you a walkthrough of setting up Windows 10. Now I am using a virtual machine here. I am using hypervisor for Windows 11 / Windows 10, and I have just put on a fresh copy of Windows 10. My copy included both a 64-bit and a 32-bit version of Windows 10, and I chose a 64-bit because I run a 64-bit computer. If you want to download it, you can go to the official Microsoft website, download the media creation tool for Windows, and then you can get the ISO file there. So here I'll be showcasing the setting up process. So this is Windows 10. I live in Australia, so the language to install is only English, United States, because I chose the English version. My time and currency format is English Australia, so I'll choose that. And keyboard or input method, I'll keep that as US. So next, you have to click the next button. Then you click install now. If you're not installing a fresh copy of Windows 10 and maybe your computer's gone wrong or something and you've had to if your computer needs to be repaired and you've had to put in a fresh copy of Windows in it, you can click repair your computer so if something's went wrong. But I'm installing a fresh copy, so I'll click install now. This should take about 10 seconds for the setup to start. Okay, so here we are. Here we have to activate Windows, and usually you would have to buy a products key, but if you go online and find some cheats, you can find a product key. But I haven't done that, and I'm not going to bother to do that now, so I'm going to tap I don't have a product key. What this will do is that your Windows OS won't be activated, and a few features like personalization and stuff like that will not be activated, as well as you'll have 30 days to activate it, or otherwise something will happen, but I'm not exactly sure. So select the operating system you want to install. For me, I'm going to go with Windows 10 Pro because that includes the most features. If you just want to have a nice personal computer, you can go with Windows 10 Home. And if you really need it, if you're doing some specific education purposes, you do Windows 10 Education. Windows 10, the N versions of it, where it's got the letter N, basically I think that does not include it excludes some apps and features like Windows Media Player and something like that. But Windows 10 Pro, if you want all the features, if you want everything, you go with Windows 10 Pro. So I'll tap next, click next. At this point right here, it's collecting information. Once it's finished collecting information, it will go to the installing Windows part. And I've encountered a problem here. I don't know what's happened. Windows cannot find the Microsoft software license to make sure. That's nice. Sorry, don't know what happened there. Alright, sorry guys, I don't know what happened there. After a few minutes of fiddling around and stuff, I finally got the license terms to show up. I don't know what happened there, but hopefully that didn't happen to you. I'll click next. Alright, so because we are installing Windows for the first time, we are gonna click Custom, Install Windows Only, Advanced. For me, I only have one drive and it's 40 gigabytes, so I will select that drive and I'll click Next. Alright, at this point, this may take a while. This will take about around 30 minutes to an hour, depending on your speed of your computer and stuff. So depending if you have a hard drive or an SSD, solid state drive, an SSD will be faster at booting, as well as if you're installing from a USB drive, a USB 3.0 drive would be faster than a USB 2.0 drive. I have a virtual machine, so I don't really know how it's going to work, but it should take around 30 minutes, around 50 minutes maximum. And at this point, because you probably don't want to see all this, I'm just going to speed the video up. Alright, welcome back. I am back here. In that Windows 10 setup, that took about 12 minutes, 15 max, for that to happen. So actually, it was pretty quick. And there was a few stuff to do. Alright, so here we are. It's asking us, let's start with the region. Is this right? So, because I already selected Australia before, it pretty much knows that I'm in Australia, and I'm probably connected to internet as well. If I am, I don't know if I'm connected to internet or not. That's not going to do anything. But I am in Australia, so that region is correct. We click yes, and it loads. Just a moment. Also, if you're wondering what version of Windows this is the latest Windows 10 version 21H2, which was released as the latest version alongside with the new release of Windows 11. And Windows 10 should be supported for around 3 or 5 more years, and then it's dead. Well, not really dead, but alright, this is the right keyboard layout. It asked me this at the start. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna click yes. Want to add second layout? If you want to, you can, but I'm not. I'll just skip. How would you like to set up? Set up for personal use or set up for an organization? Personally, I'm going to set up for personal use. So it'll help you set it up with a personal Microsoft account. You will have full control over this device. Or set up for an organization. You will gain access to your organization's resources like email, network, apps and services. Your organization will have full control over this device. So that's more for enterprise option. So I'll click next. Okay, so here's the bit where Microsoft gets a little bit crazy with this. They really want you to add a Microsoft account. Now previously, the first version of Windows 10 allowed you to skip the Microsoft account page. Then in later versions they got rid of that, which a lot of people were annoyed with, because Microsoft is really pushing everyone to go and like, oh, you have to create a Microsoft account. Oh, you get access to all these new features. Oh, look at this, look at that, look at this. And then finally they've added it back, except it's called offline account. So I'll just click on that. See, it keeps on promoting you.
Sign in to enjoy the full range of Microsoft apps and services.
And you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool, I think. Next.
But no, we really want to create a lot offline accounts, so we're going to limited experience. Who's going to use this PC?
Or even better, use online accounts.
So pushy, Microsoft. Love them. Yeah, I really hate them anyway. So I'm going to name it Fred, and I'm not going to use an online account. It shows it again. That's nice. Create a super memorable password. No, I won't. You can skip this step if you want to. If you sign into a Microsoft account, then obviously you'll have your password from there and your name, so you won't have to do these steps. Choose privacy settings. All these privacy settings. No, and no. Just for me. Accept.
Medical trying to help you get things done.
This is just kind of like promoting Microsoft accounts. Not now. Oh, here's the high screen. I always call this the high screen. So I will time lapse this bit, because this thing doesn't take as long as setup. It usually takes around 5 to 10 minutes. But I'm just going to time lapse it because, yeah, it might take several minutes. So I'll be back after this. here we are in Windows 10. This is Windows 10 version 2.1H2, and this is what you get presented with. Now, if you want a little bit of a tour of the system, here you have it. So here, right down here is the start menu where you can access all your applications that you have. You can access some applications here. You can also power off your system. You can also get to settings right here, and settings brings you with the whole of settings, which is what settings does. So as you can see on my local accounts, skip for now. I can update, I can change all the stuff, system, everything here. I can also check on my about page. So this is my custom device, man. That's pretty cool. They actually created a device name. That's my local processor. I've got 4 gigs of RAM. For some reason it says only 1.94 gigabytes usable. I don't know why it says that. I've got 64-bit, 64 base processor. Windows 10 Pro version 2.1H2, as you can see right here. It was installed on the 31st of the 12th, 2021, which is today. Yeah, it's almost 2022. Look at this. January 2022 is so close. And we got all this heck and stuff. I can also see my storage here. My storage being used up a lot. Yeah. I can also do some personalization. But I need to activate Windows, so that's a bit of a sad thing, because I have not activated Windows yet. This is File Explorer right down here. You can view your files and stuffo. This PC, I don't know why I have a floppy disk, that's not meant to be there. This was, this is the Windows 10 ISO file. I can eject that now. There we go, it's gone. Don't know what this floppy disk drive is doing here. So, please insert a disk. And this is our local disk where we can view all our stuffo. Something else I would like to do. This is the search menu. Just so this can work for perfectly, I will go to programs. No, not programs. System and security. No, it's not system and security. I think it's programs. How do you disable? Let's see. I know there's some setting in control panel where you can change the system. Oh, it's in system. Oh, no, it's not here. I think it's in settings. Silly me. Sorry, I just wasted a little bit of time there, but I think it's everything's fine. About. If I go to advanced system settings. Yeah, performance. I just want to adjust for best performance. Also with smooth ratios of screen fonts. Okay. So everything just doesn't look nice, but it's just adjusted for very good performance. So everything just looks good, but not really. Oh, that's cool. And then you have all your usual stuff. You have Microsoft Edge, you have File Explorer, you have everything. And this is Windows 10 Pro installed on a virtual machine. And I think the last thing that we have to do before we go is we have to power off, but not with this thing. I'm going to power off the virtual machine. So once I click turn off, we're going to say goodbye. Are you sure you want to turn off this virtual machine? Turn off. Goodbye.
Gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never never gonna say goodbye.